Hey there, this is Chelsea of Chelsea Cities. Um, just wanted to give a quick informational video about something I found. Um, eh, the video is entitled, What Could Happen If You're Traveling Long Term out of your country and you come down with a cold and you don't have any of your usual cold medicines? Um, so let's get going on this video. Um, this actually happened to me. I was traveling around. I'd been through a number of countries, and I'd already seen that it was going to be hard to get certain medicines that I'm used to having for my allergies, such as Zyrtec D. So what happened? I got a cold, even though I thought I should be fine. I got vaccinated, but I got a really bad cold. So when I felt the cold coming on, I was in Portugal, so in Lisbon. So I decided, what am I going to do about this? So the first thing I did was, let's go to the pharmacy and see what's available. So I went to the local pharmacy, and by local, I mean the one that's close to my Airbnb. They have a lot of pharmacies in Lisbon, so you have a lot of choices. So I went in there and I asked for cough medicine, and throat lozenges, not cough medicine first. And they gave me two choices. The pharmacist, speaks English, so they gave me a natural choice and a chemical choice. And so I decided to take the natural choice. And then she asked me if there anything else and if I was having any other symptoms. At the time, I knew something was going on. Like, we all can detect when our bodies are, going against us and we feel like something's wrong. So I'd already had some kind of scratchiness in my throat. So I said, this could be allergies. So I asked for Benadryl, and they do not have Benadryl there. So I was like, here, okay, all right. So I'm gonna have to go back and do my Googles. So I went back to the Airbnb and I got online and I did my clickety clacks, and I found, first I did a search for what I normally use and to see if those products are available in Portugal. So I typed in, you know, uh, whatever brand you like in Portugal and see what they have. I found out that I would have to use their products. They don't have a lot of ours. So what I wanted to know is, if I found a product, was it actually available somewhere near me? And if it was available by the time I got around to buying it, I may not feel like getting, my clothes on and getting out there in the streets and walking wherever it is to find it and then to purchase it. So is it available for delivery? Which is a novel idea. I've never really had things delivered that were medicines. But Uber Eats will also deliver from pharmacies. So I go on the Googs. I found a product that I thought would work. It was like a mixture of, it's a cold and flu kind of medicine. It's called anti-grippe. And I don't, I'm not pronouncing the Portuguese correctly because I don't speak Portuguese. And so that was one I chose. And in the anti-grippe, I think there was a fever reducer. But at this point, I was also running out of pain meds. So long story short, I was running out of most of the things I need to travel. And I'm out here in these streets for a long period of time. So then I wanted pain reliever. And for them, there is a pain reliever called Brufen. And so I found that on my Googs. And then I went into Uber Eats. It was there at the pharmacy, put that in my cart. And I also wanted like another cough suppressant that was stronger than the natural one. And the natural one was called Panatos or Panatos. So they actually have Ricola. So I put one of those in. And then so I decided, okay, I'm just gonna wait it out and see what I can do on my own. So I was drinking tea and all this kind of stuff. So I wanted to know if they had masks and things like tea at the pharmacy. They do not. Their pharmacy is strictly for medicines. at least the one that I was shopping on, especially for Uber Eats. And that's all you can get from there. I haven't found a source of masks yet, but I'm going to continue to search because I'm going to be here for a while. And I know there are things circulating, in the winter. So that's a cautionary tale for anybody who's traveling. You have to make sure that you get enough of the meds that you're familiar with. Alternatively, follow my lead and look for alternatives that are in-country medicines. Barring doing the own research, you could just go to the pharmacist with a list of your medications. You should have that list anyway if you're traveling long term. You should make a list of the medications you normally use, especially if you have chronic diseases, right? So take that list to the pharmacy, tell them what your symptoms are, and then they can recommend some things to you. They are very knowledgeable. It's a highly respected position out of the U.S. And maybe in the U.S., but they get a lot of flack in the U.S. Alternatively, you could, no, I'll just leave it there. I'm not going to give another option. But I can't stress enough that if you have chronic diseases, you travel with enough medication, and that you actually make a list of everything you need, and maybe get a note from your doctor. Let your doctor know that you're going to be traveling out of the country, so you can contact them if anything happens, and they can put you in touch with a clinic or a doctor. All right, that's it for this video. I hope this information was helpful, and that you don't travel like I did. But if you travel long term, you're going to run out of meds. All right, there are options out there that are not your identified regular drugs that will work for you. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.